What says summer fun more than a day in the park? Here in Portsmouth, we have 3 beautiful parks, each one of them very different from the other 2. Today, we're in the city's oldest park, Portsmouth City Park, located on the western branch of the Elizabeth River. There's lots to do here on a beautiful summer day, and we'll tell you all about it right here and right now on this episode of Portsmouth Now. Welcome to this July 2022 episode of Portsmouth Now. I'm your host, Rob Lauer. We're coming to you today from beautiful Portsmouth City Park, the oldest park in the city. I remember playing here as a kid on the playground back in the 1960s. And my family actually has photographs of my mom playing here as a toddler in the mid-1930s. Throughout the years, the park has undergone continual changes to meet the needs of the community. Our first guest today is Mark Palamarchuk, Director of Portsmouth Department of Parks and Recreations. He's going to tell us about upcoming events and also about everything that Portsmouth City Park has to offer. Welcome back to Portsmouth Now, Mark.
Thanks for having me again, Rob. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. I know this is a really busy time. Right now it's the middle of June, so I guess you're pretty busy at Parks and Recreations.
It's one of our busiest times of the season, of the year actually, yes.
So what's coming up? I know July 4th weekend. Any events planned for July 4th?
We do actually. So we have our Shaggin' 4th of July event. For people who don't know what Shaggin' is, it is a throwback to the legendary Bill Deal, who is from Portsmouth, and beach music.
Okay.
Shaggin' is a type of dancing they do to beach music. So we kind of combine that with our 4th of July event. So we'll have bands out there doing the Shaggin' music. We finish up with a Tidewater concert band playing some symphony music as the fireworks are going off.
Okay, now where will this be? This will be on the
So this will be, yes, at High Street Landing, right where we do our Sunset Thursday concert series.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the Sunset Thursday concert.
Yeah, so we've already have a couple under our belts. We started on June 16th, and it'll go every Thursday until that first Thursday in September. And every Thursday we feature a different local band, very good bands. And we have food vendors out there, drink vendors out there, and it's free and open to the public. So we just have people come on out and just enjoy the live music, enjoy being outside in the elements. And it's a really nice picturesque location where we have it at the end of High Street. Typically, you know, we get anywhere from 3,500 up to 5,000 people each Thursday.
Wow, and what time does that start?
That starts at 6:30 each Thursday.
So what else is going on this summer with Parks and Recreations? What type of programs?
Well, as I said, this is one of our busiest times of the year. We actually today just started our summer camp. It's an 8-week-long summer camp for youth ages 5 to up to 17. We have our aquatics programs going off, so our Cavalier Manor pool, and then the splash park on Elm Avenue is also in high swing right now.
Okay.
And then, of course, we're here at Picturesque City Park, one of my favorite parks in Hampton Roads.
Yeah.
A little bit biased, I will say. But there are so many amenities out here for the citizens to come out and enjoy.
Yeah.
We just put in the new playground last year, got finished last August. It seems to always be busy.
I drove out here 3 Sunday evenings ago, about 4:30, 5 o'clock. This place was packed.
Yes.
It was,
yes.
I couldn't believe it, yeah.
Any nice day, of course, on the weekends as well. And then in addition to that, we have our picnic shelters, which are available for reservation for citizens and non-citizens. Very reasonable fees, probably the most reasonable in the area. They can go to portsmouthparks.com and reserve them online. We have different sizes shelters to accommodate different size parties that want to be out here. And with that, of course, you get to enjoy all the other amenities if you choose to, such as the boat ramp, which is free for citizens to use. There is a nominal parking fee for non-residents to use it. We have our golf course here, City Links Golf Course. It's a 9-hole course, very popular with some of the senior population, and then also those people who are just learning to golf.
In fact, I noticed this morning, it looked like there was a summer camp or something. It was about a half dozen little kids.
Yes, yes.
Gentlemen instructing them,
Yeah, we run our own summer camp out here a couple weeks out of the year as well for those youth. And what a lot of people don't know is we also offer foot golf out here.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to wrap my head around this, so explain this.
So foot golf, it's just like it sounds. You play on a regular size golf course. You play with the regular holes that the golfers would play on.
Oh.
Instead of golf clubs and a golf ball, you use a soccer ball. And you're just kicking the ball down the course using your feet. Trying to get into a very nice sized hole that will fit a soccer
Okay, I was
ball.
thinking,
Yes.
where are you kicking the ball to?
Yes.
Now, does that go on all the time? Is that certain hours, certain days? Do you register ahead of time?
So you can book a tee time, if you will, just like you would book a tee time for golf.
Okay.
And it can be concurrently with golf. So anytime the City Links golf course is open, you can play foot golf as well.
How is the public taking to that?
It's actually fairly popular and gaining in popularity as more people discover it. We actually get a lot of soccer groups out here trying to do some team building exercises type of thing. So it's fun to play and fun to watch.
And this has been going on for a couple of years, hasn't it?
We've had it for about 3 years now, yes.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, now I understand that there's some Friendship Gardens, which is beautifully landscaped and all that's undergoing some renovations now, some upgrades.
Yes, so we started that about 2 years ago. Previous people in charge had kind of let it get overgrown in certain areas. We made a concerted effort to really take it back and make it what it once was. Friendship Gardens, you're thinking of an actual garden area where you can come enjoy and relax.
Tons of azaleas,
yes,
and stuff under the pine
nice
trees.
Blooming flowers at different types of the year, blooming trees at different types of the year. It's actually one of the places we get a lot of wedding requests.
Really?
Have a wedding outside, yes.
So is that available as a wedding venue?
It is as well. You can actually reserve that online too through the website.
Okay, great, okay. All right, now, of course, there's beautiful Portsmouth City Park overlooking the western branch of the Elizabeth River. It really is gorgeous here. But there are 2 other parks that the city runs as well. Could you tell us a little bit about those?
Sure, so 2 of our main other parks are actually like wildlife preserves, which you wouldn't think of necessarily in an urban area.
Right.
Hoffler Creek Wildlife Preserve is out in the Churchland area off of Twin Pines Road. We partner with the Hoffler Creek Wildlife Foundation to offer certain programs out there throughout the year. Kayaking, of course, lots of walking trails.
And that's a huge park.
It is very, very large, yes. Yeah, over 40 acres. So yeah, a lot to do out there as well, especially for the outdoor enthusiasts.
Yeah.
And then concurrently over in the Craddock neighborhood, we have Paradise Creek Nature Park. We partner with the Elizabeth River Project to offer programming out there. And again, a lot of the same outdoor type activities. You have kayaking, you have walking trails, nice big playground out there we put out there a few years ago. Just nice little getaway from an urban environment right here in Portsmouth.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks for coming here and telling us all about it. And really, check Portsmouth City Park out. You will not be disappointed. If you're a longtime resident and haven't been out here in years or even decades, take a drive through one Sunday afternoon. You'll be impressed. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thank you, Rob.
What kid hasn't at some point wondered what it would be like to be a firefighter? This summer, the Portsmouth Fire Department is presenting a very special program aimed at youth who think a career as a firefighter might be just the thing for them. Our next guest is Fire Marshal William Hampton, and he's here to tell us all about this very special program. Marshal Hampton, welcome to Portsmouth Now.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
You're here to tell us about a really exciting program. It's been going on for a few years, but I just discovered it recently. What is the name of the program?
This is the Portsmouth Fire Department Annual Fire Youth Academy.
Okay, and explain to us what this is exactly.
So this academy is designed to give the children of Portsmouth and also surrounding areas an introduction into the fire service. We've built this academy up to mirror a actual incumbent fire academy. So each day the kids will get a different topic of instruction, but also in the afternoon they will also have practical evolutions of it that we will take them through.
Okay, now what are the qualifications? Because to qualify in some way, do they just?
We're just looking for kids between the ages of 13 and 17 and who may have a desire or just, I was wondering, what do firefighters do?
I know probably every kid in America has wondered that.
We hope so. We hope so.
So walk us through maybe like what's the first day like?
So the first day, each day will have a different theme. So on our first day, the theme is EMS. So we partner with our EMS division to have an EMS trainer come out to provide CPR training for the kids. We also will have a medic unit that will come out to do a little indoctrination of a medic unit, why the medic unit shows up with a fire truck. We give them some basic first aid. In this area, a lot of the children's parents are older. So we give them some signs and symptoms to give the kids that if you see your grandparent or you see your parent acting a certain way, this might be the time to call 911. And we give them that reason why. if their face is drooping or if they're having trouble talking, this could be signs of a stroke. And time is of the essence. So we're looking for those kids to activate us, to get us there to have a good outcome.
That's fantastic. What is the reaction from the kids?
Kids love it. Each year that we've had this academy, we've constantly built. First year we actually had 13. Then we went up to 24. Then we went up to 32. And the last year before COVID hit, we had 37.
Wow.
And what I like to tell people is we also use this as a recruitment tool. Because at 17, kids start thinking about what they're going to do, whether it's going to be college or whether it's going to be in the private sector, in our case in the public sector. So we have been able to hire 2 of our prior Youth Academy graduates who are actually serving now, and there is a 3rd who's in the process and hopefully will be hired in the next couple of months.
Oh wow, that's great. So I know as a kid you'd walk or drive by a fire department or you see a fire truck, you know, the ladder or stuff like that. Do they get to climb up the ladder?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll bring our tiller truck. Our tiller truck is the truck that has the driver on the back, and it's 107 feet. So what we do, we extend it out to 107 feet. We don't let the kids climb to 107 feet, but we might do it to about maybe 50 feet at a 75-degree angle. And we tie the kids off, put their ladder belts on. We'll hold the belay to make sure that if something happens, we can hold them to that ladder, and one of the instructors will come up and bring them down. But we've never had a problem. The kids run up there better than most grown people.
Are the kids really anxious to do it?
Yes, they're very anxious to do it. And what we do, when we know the ladder truck's coming out, we tell the parents beforehand. We're bringing our ladder truck out. Some kids like to climb. Are you okay with it? And sometimes the parents will come out just to watch.
So I was wondering, what has the parental reaction been to the camp?
The parents seem to enjoy the fact that the kids are coming, and I'm not sure about most camps, but they know that those kids are learning something and it's hands-on and we're just not sitting around. But one thing we like to do, fire prevention while we're here. And one of the things with the fire prevention aspect is we teach them about smoke detectors. We teach them about CO detectors. And one thing I know about children can get very persistent. And we look for that persistence to make sure that they're telling those parents that, hey, we need to change the batteries in the smoke detectors. Hey, we need to get CO detectors. Hey, we can get smoke detectors from the fire departments. Fire Marshal Hampton said so. So usually we get a serious uptake that week after and the following weeks of people calling in for our smoke detector program. So it's a win-win for everyone.
That's great. Now, if people are interested in, for their children, or if there's a youth watching this and they're interested in getting involved, what do they need to do? How can they find out more about this? How can they register?
So what we're asking them to do is to call the Fire Marshal's office at 757-393-8689. When you speak to someone, tell them of your interest in the Youth Academy. They will in turn take your information, get that information to me, and then I will get the applications and release forms back out to the individual. We're taking applications till July 15th. However, I don't like to turn people away, so just bring them on. We'll get it done. We'll have a good time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to come here and tell us all about it. And you heard it, he does like to turn people away, so give them a call.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
When you become a Portsmouth police officer, you become the change you want to see. We have a sprawling lineup of career paths for you to explore. Sign on today and receive up to $1,500 if you are already Virginia certified. We offer a $1,000 allowance for a bachelor's degree and $500 for an associate's degree on top of your base pay.
So, do you want to join the team?
For more news you can use, listen to the City of Portsmouth's new podcast, Let's Talk Portsmouth, the podcast series that just may change your perspective. Find our podcast on Spotify, the Podbean app, or Amazon Music Audible.
Hey Portsmouth, are you ready for
National Night Out?
National Night Out is back. This is Chief Prince hanging out with my buddy McGruff, the crime dog. Hey, we want to invite you guys out to National Night Out here in City Park in Portsmouth, Virginia. It's going to be on August 2nd from 4 to 8 p.m. You going to be there?
You betcha.
Okay. So, come on out. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have food trucks, and there's even going to be a bike giveaway. So come out, enjoy, join us, It's going to be the biggest celebration of the year for Portsmouth and for us. So check us out at www.portsmouthpd.us.
Musical concerts have become a staple of summertime fun. This summer, the Jewish Museum and Cultural Center in Old Town Portsmouth will be presenting a very special concert series, Wonderful Wednesdays. Our next guest, Richard Rivens, will tell us all about it. Rick, welcome back to Portsmouth Now.
Thanks, Rob. It's been a while since the pandemic interrupted things.
It really has been. But I hear we have some great things going on at the Jewish Museum and Cultural Center. Before we get to that, tell us a little bit about this museum. It really is the most unique museum in the city.
It's very interesting. For those who have never been there, it was started in 2008, so we're now into about our, 14th year of operations. And our mission is to present an environment where visitors and the community can celebrate and learn about Jewish history, faith, and culture.
Okay, and the building itself, this is a synagogue.
It was a synagogue, but now all the congregation has left the area, so it has been turned into a museum, and there are exhibits inside, and it's open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday each week from 10 to 2. So if anybody wants a tour, they're welcome to come down and visit the museum.
And it's a beautiful building. This was built, in the early 1900s?
About 100 years ago, 1920 or so.
Wow, 1920. And the architecture is very unique to Eastern European synagogues.
It is. The people who built it remembered the way they worshiped before they immigrated, and they copied that here in Portsmouth.
Yeah, well, walking in there, it's been beautifully restored, the interior has. It's like walking back in time to another world.
It is, and we hope more people will discover it.
I do too. But now, we have this concert series that's called Wonderful Wednesdays.
That's right. This series was started as soon as we opened. It happened to be started by my mother, who's no longer with us, but we named it for her, and so Wonderful Wednesdays is because it's a day of the week when people are usually free and not much is going on in the middle of July and August. So traditionally, we've had our concerts in the middle of the summer for the last 14 years.
Wow. And this is every Wednesday night. Is it just in the month of July?
It's usually on Wednesdays in July and August. This year, there's 3 in July and 1 in August.
Okay. And what time do those concerts take place?
They all start at 7:30 in the evening, and you can buy tickets in advance. You can buy tickets at the door for $5 more.
Okay.
Or you can buy the whole series in advance for $75. It's 4 separate events. It's also on live streaming for people who are still skittish about coming out.
That's great. Okay.
Yes, so if people would like to watch at home, they can go to our website and get a link, and then tune in at 7:30 on the following dates. So our dates are July 6th, July 13th, July 20th, and August 24th. So those are the dates, and the performers we've got this year include a soprano. Her name is Billy Brown Humans. She's a local choral director, and she has a beautiful voice, and she's got a piano accompanist. That's on July the 6th. On July the 13th, we have another unique event. This man is coming from Richmond. He's a classical banjo player.
Wow, I didn't know there was such a thing as classical banjo.
Banjo is usually associated with folk music.
Right.
But John Bullard, who is the performer, is our banjoist, and he's got his piano accompanist who will be there. And that's on July 13th. So this year, backed by popular demand, we have 2 groups. One is 3 women performers who have been with us before and who feature music of women composers. They are called the Alma Ensemble, and they come to us on July the 20th. Our last performer is Lynn Mackey. She is a concert pianist, and she's been with us before, but everybody loved her so much that we're bringing her back.
Right.
And her performance is on August 24th. All of these are at 7:30 in the evening.
All right. So if people want tickets in advance, want to find out more information, they can go to your website.
Right, and our website is jewishmuseumportsmouth.org.
Okay. And you have other events coming up later in the year. I know that you're still in the planning stages, but can you give us sort of a sneak preview of what's coming up?
We do. We'll have some lectures that will be open to the public, as well as cinemas with a panel discussion afterwards so people can see movies. There's actually no charge for the movies, and that'll be usually in the months of January and February.
Well, great. Well, when those things get on the docket, we'll have you come back and tell us more about them.
All right.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Rick. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Rob.
Our last guest today, Sergeant Misty Holly, is here to tell us about a big event coming up right here in Portsmouth City Park on August 2nd, National Night Out 2022. Sergeant Holly, welcome to Portsmouth Now.
Thank you so much for having me, Rob. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you here. Now, you're here to talk to us about a very big event coming up in August.
Yes, National Night Out. I don't know if you're familiar with National Night Out.
I am, but many of our viewers may not be.
Right,
so tell us about it.
National Night Out is a community partnership with the police department. And basically we get together and we basically stomp out crime. We tell the criminals out there, hey, no, not our neighborhood, not today, not ever. So it brings together a plethora of different individuals from different walks of life who live in the city and brings them together under one cause. You know, bring them together, get to know each other, have fun, and that's what it's all about.
So really bringing the community, people in the community, have them meet the police.
Right,
meet
absolutely.
The people who are keeping them safe.
Meet the police and meet your neighbor. Maybe you live in Craddock and maybe you are close to like someone who you don't realize lives right down the road from you, and you're like, hey, I didn't know that you lived over there. So it brings not only the police and community together, but it brings the community together with each other.
Okay, now that's going to be taking place right here in City Park.
Yes, in beautiful City Park here in Portsmouth. It's going to be August 2nd. It's a Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of August from 4 to 8 p.m. Come on out. We've got lots and lots of great things happening that night.
Okay, well tell us about it, because I went to your website. I was amazed at all the different components.
Yeah, there's
things going
so
on.
many different things. So the goal, like I'm in charge of National Night Out. Chief Prince had this great idea about having one central event, bringing a bunch of resources together for the community so they don't have to try to figure out where to get a resource or where to go. Okay. So we brought all of these resources to City Park. So we're gonna start off with, we're gonna have an art contest, all ages, starting at like, I think it's 4 years old, all the way up to senior citizens. Okay. You know, everybody, and it's not gonna be, you know, four-year-olds going against 45-year-olds. It's going to be 4 to 7. So we have categories for our art contest. We're going to have a pet adoption event. Do you love pets?
Yes.
Portsmouth Humane is coming out.
Okay.
And on top of that, we're going to have 2 different groups here talking about obedience training and dog training. So you can get information, adopt a pet, get information on how to do training. We're gonna have our mounted patrol out here. We're gonna have Duke from our canine out here. Okay. We're gonna have so much going on. We're gonna have face painting. We're gonna have free snow cones and cotton candy for the kids.
Okay.
Sorry adults, but it's for the kids.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna have a dunking booth. You should come out and see who's gonna be in our dunking booth. There are gonna be a lot of city people who are gonna be in our dunking booth. Some of them you may know, some of them you may not know.
Some of them you may want to dunk.
Some of them you may want to dunk. One throw for $1, $5 gets you 7 throws, and all of the money from our dunking booth goes directly to Portsmouth Volunteers for the Homeless, who did an absolutely fabulous job taking care of our homeless population during COVID.
Wow.
And then we have a pie in the face. So I don't know if you're familiar with pie in the face. So we have a great company who is sponsoring coming out, and they're gonna do all the pies for us, and you get to throw a pie in the face of one of your favorite people, maybe someone from City Council, maybe someone from the police department. $5 will let you throw a pie in someone's face, and again, all that money goes to Portsmouth Volunteers for the Homeless.
Well, it sounds like
it's gonna be fantastic. I mean, we're gonna have, look at all this space out here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have bouncy houses. We're gonna have large games like Connect 4, checkers, cornhole. We're gonna have all kinds of resources from voter registration. If you haven't registered to vote yet, you can register to vote at our event. We're gonna have 2 different organizations giving out COVID shots with kids getting ready to go back to school. And a lot of kids have been, 5 and under have been approved for the new COVID vaccine. Come out and get your COVID vaccine. You'll have information about in-home healthcare services and in-home intensive care services. That if you have some issues that you may need to have addressed and you need some services for your in-home, they'll come out and they'll help you with that. We're gonna have so many other things. It's so hard to just announce everything that we're gonna have, but we're gonna have Nightingale will be making their presence out here so that you can get up close and personal and talk to some of the guys from Nightingale. We're gonna have Touch a Truck right over here by the boat ramps. So you're gonna have fire trucks, police cars, one of our trash trucks, so many different things to do. We're gonna have a car club is gonna come out. They're gonna bring some of their vehicles out for the kids to look at, and they're gonna talk to people about the importance of driving safe, especially our youth, and especially some of these other guys out here who are in car clubs. Making sure that you're driving safe and where to go to drive your sports car, to race your cars. It doesn't happen. You're not supposed to do it on the city streets. So they're out here to educate with that. So we have so many people out here. You'll have McGruff will make an appearance. Safety Pup will make an appearance. Angelo from the Children's Museum will be out there. I don't know if you've seen our teaser videos, but wow, Angelo and Aaron did a great job. They're talking about, National Night Out, and they're gonna be out here. You're gonna have Sparky the Fire Pup from the fire department, Darren the Dare Lion, and we're gonna have the National Night Out mascot out here, Nat the Knight. So we're super, Nat the Knight. He is a knight and he is the National Night Out mascot. So we will have him out here. We're gonna have so many free giveaways. We're gonna be giving away, we're gonna raffle off, so everyone who attends will get a raffle ticket. We're gonna have bicycles for kids that we're gonna raffle off, adult bicycles, and several of our businesses and our schools have donated swag bags and stuff like that. So you might win a free prize. So if you come out, what's to hurt? You can come out here, you can get free snow cones for the kids, free cotton candy for the kids.
It's like a carnival.
Oh yes, and the best part, the absolute best part, you're gonna be entertained. Better Buy Tuesday is gonna be out here playing the entire night for us. And then we're gonna have food trucks, ice cream truck out here. So just come on out and have a great time.
And really find out what's going on in the city and how to make life better, safer for all of us.
Yes, absolutely. And you'll get to interact with officers out here. And you're just gonna have just a great time. No doubt in my mind that Portsmouth Police Department, the City of Portsmouth, and National Night Out is gonna be the biggest right here at City Park.
I believe you. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you so much for having us.
Anytime. So be sure to check out National Night Out. That's August 2nd.
Yes.
Here at Portsmouth City Park from 4 to 8.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that's it for our show today. If you'd like to find out about any of the events taking place anywhere in the city this summer, simply log on to www.portsvacation.com and then come to Portsmouth, where if you give us a day, we'll give you a vacation. I'm Rob Lauer. Join me next month for another episode of Portsmouth Now.
Hey, Portsmouth, are you ready for
National Night Out?
National Night Out is back. Hello, I'm Mayor Shannon Glover, and this is my friend, the Dare Lion. There will be food, games, live music, bounce houses, an art contest, and plenty of activities for everyone. We dare you to join us for a Lion of a Time. Visit the Portsmouth Police website at portsmouthpd.us for more information.
Hey, Portsmouth, are you ready for
National Night Out?
National Night Out is back. Hi, I'm Assistant Chief Nashayla Nelson, and this is Safety Pup. And we're inviting you out on August the 2nd from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Portsmouth City Park for the biggest night of the year. Did you know that we're looking for artists to join our art contest. You can find out more information at www.portsmouthpd.us, and we look forward to seeing you on August the 2nd at National Night Out.